everyone, welcome back. So today is going to be a layout share. I'm cleaning up my space, cleaning out autumn, and a little early for me. I usually wait until like the week of Thanksgiving to clear out fall because that's when we're on break and I have time to do it. But I'm doing it a little early this time because I signed up for Scrap and Learn's virtual retreat, and it's going to be all Christmas themed. So I'm putting away all the fall stuff so that I can make space to start putting the supplies we're going to use for those classes. I'm so excited. So anyway, that's what I'm getting prepped for. But as I was cleaning my room, I was like, I really want to do a layout share of what I had been scrapping this fall. So these are all the collections that I use. I have used Simple Stories Noteworthy. I have used Simple Stories Harvest Market and What's Cooking. I purposely wanted to put these two together. I think they coordinate so well. So I actually bought pieces of each collection and kind of created my own kit. What was that? Okay. And then this one's from Hobby Lobby. I just did my Traveler's Notebook. And I think I got this for $2. I just absolutely love the colors of this collection. I usually don't go for Hobby Lobby scrapbook kits because the paper is really thin. The ephemera is actually pretty thick, and their dimensional stickers are good quality, but like their washi stickers, the alpha and the paper are actually very thick. But I just love the colors in this academic collection. It's unusual. Usually they're very primary. So I also used Auburn Lane. I thought about purging this, but I'm gonna keep it because of fall weddings. It's just timeless when it comes to an occasion like that, or maybe you attended a birthday party that was very elegant, you know, dress up type of thing. And so I'm gonna keep it, and I used this, you'll see what I used it on. And then I used Days of Splendor by Pink Fresh, and I added some things in here. I don't have much of this one left. And then I used Good Times by Pink Fresh. This is a fall collection. I have to really look at the collection, like look at the ephemera and the colors, because just the title Good Times, I don't know that it's a fall collection. But anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I used 6 collections during my fall scrapping. So first one's up. I could totally tell this is that pink paisley collection. This is my brother-in-law wedding, and I see a little bit of crepe paper. I think I wanted to bring in some greens because his suit was that very pretty like emerald green, and she has lovely greens in her bouquet. And then I brought in some butterflies to bring in some orange because it was in October, from 49th and Market. And I have some foliage going on here, also 49th and Market. And this is actually Prima, which I don't get much of their product. Butterfly there. They have this little flip. That's how they are all the time. So this is my husband's little brother. And look, oh my gosh, there's my little one with my dad. So precious to capture moments like this of generations. If you hear coughing, it's my daughter. She is recovering from a really bad cold. Okay, anyway, this though, right here, this gold, let's see if I can take it out. This is actually from my wedding. Excuse my nails, y'all. I have been cleaning like a mad woman, just disinfecting and making sure everything's clean so no one else can get a cold, because I am scheduled to sing at church this Sunday. All right, so this gold metallic embossed paper is actually from leftover of my wedding invitations, and I get to incorporate in this wedding layout, so that was neat. Anyway, so again, I was going to purge that pink paisley kit, but just it mixes well with other crepe paper collections, and So I'm gonna stick with it, and I decided to mix metals because there's pinks and then the sun is shining, so I thought of like pinks from her bouquet and golds from the sunset. So, all right, this is the back. I got a little stuck here, so I just decided to just block it and it'll be okay. So lots of layering here and really just using scrap pieces of paper and then just tucking in little bits. Here I really love how 49th and Market pieces came into play. Very nice. And then there are my husband's siblings. Pink Fresh does have quite a bit of frames, but sometimes they're just too small for the kind of size of photos that I use, so I just use them as a backing piece, a layering piece. Pretty simple. See, just like another layer. Love how that turned out. And then this is side by side. So not all the papers that I use to back up this cut file are from the pink paisley. They're from Echo Park or Cartapella. And then anything that was missing, I filled it in with papers from that pink paisley line. But man, it took me such a long time to back up this cut file because I did it by hand, because my silhouette has been put away because I have very, very limited space. The space I do have, I have to make sure that I'm occupying things that I use a lot. And so if I don't use it often, it's gotta get packed, and I'm just not in the season where I'm using a silhouette right now. But anyway, so this cut file I've had for years, and I finally used it on this layout. And so this is my family and my husband's side of the family. And even though my dad and my sister aren't related to the couple, they still wanted them in the picture for a great photo for me to have. Yeah, I have more on my side particularly, but my dad and my sister were there for this wedding. It was during COVID 2020 in October, so still lots of what did we call it? Oh my gosh, masks. There was just a lot of rules. I know we didn't call them rules, forgetting what you call it. So because of the cut file, pretty simple, I followed a Chamel Live. I think she also used a wood grain picture. I think she used florals. I used butterflies. And I know she had a heart. And so I was like, oh, perfect. I have a heart. I think this is a little bit different. I think maybe her title was over here. But I know she had a label piece. And then she had something here too. I like the way it turned out. It was worth all the time. Okay, and then this is using two Simple Stories collection, I can tell. I know I have Noteworthy and I have What's Cooking, documenting September in 2021. Super cute. These are from Michael's though. I think those are Jolie's. And I want to say these are Mambi stickers. I have it in the category of like little girl, baby girl. And so every time I scrapbook pocket pages like this, I'm like, girl, I try to see if there's any phrases that go, have to do anything with baby girl, toddler girl, you know. Oh, and this, look at how cute that is. I want to say I got that at Michael's. And you see these hearts? That is an empty. I completely finished Amy Tangerine's glossy puffy stickers, which were 24 hearts. 2017. It took me this long. And then here's the back. I know I had to like, you know, in Simple Stories in their 6x8, they'll have like a title page, and they mostly do that for mini albums. And all I did was cut out the phrase and made it into a title for my pocket page. So more of those hearts, as you can see. This is Pink Fresh, and this is one of my favorite photos ever taken of my sister. She's the second eldest. Look at this, they're just being silly. You know that time where Jordans were really trendy? Well, does my dad have some? Oh, he does! My dad has a pair too! I totally missed that. Anyway, so I also emptied out these gems from the Paper Studio floral embellishments. Now, They weren't floral embellishments. That must be a different packaging. But it's basically these little gems here that reminded me so much of Prima. I think they still have them. And then Pink Fresh here. This is when I got COVID. This was rough. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, just real and raw. I actually cried after I made this layout because it was a really hard time. A lot of things were happening and I felt physically weak from the leftover symptoms of COVID, and it was rough. And yeah, my husband was there to comfort me, but also give me good advice. If you're gonna look back, look at blessings. And I did. And that's why this photo right here means so much to me. I actually love the way this turned out. I really, really do. The whole layout feels so positive and so peaceful. Like, that's actually like a testament of my life. Even if I'm going through a very, very, very hard time, it's not complete chaos. I can go through hard times with peace because Jesus is my savior. Okay, this is Carta Bella, and this is where I brought out Carta Bella, all those Carta Bella collections that I bought last year that I hadn't been able to use. And I gotta say, I bought it just for the traditional colors of autumn. The oranges, the browns, the deep reds, and the deep purples, right? We even got some brownish pinks here and the mustards, like all those colors of autumn. Carta Bella makes really good collections. And I like simple stories, but sometimes simple stories can go a little too distressed for me. And Carta Bella kind of keeps a more classic design. But I will say though, they keep it very classic, where simple stories will tag in a little bit more of everyday type of life. And Carta Bella, I've noticed that a lot of the phrases and everything are very, very traditional. So that was a little hard for me because using Carta Bella, not the colors, but using like the ephemera, because it was just a little too greeting card-ish, if I could put it that way. But I love the colors. I really do love the detail of their florals, which is another thing. Carta Bella does not have a floral pack. They have a floral paper that are not touching, and so you can fussy cut it and make your own floral ephemera. But they have beautiful florals. And at least the collections, the 2 fall collections that I got, did not come with a floral pack. There's a process video to this as well, and I used this for Georgia, who is the Scrappy Unicorn on Instagram, and it was for Instagram Pop. Here's a little flip up here. And then this is the one that goes side by side in my album. This is a 6x6 pocket. This was kind of hard. I realized that 6x6 is not my size. I had a real hard time with it. These layouts are actually very simple. There's not a lot going on here, but this actually took me like a whole week to do, which is huge. I didn't scrap every day, but like like 2 weekends, okay? Like maybe 2 weekends, and I touched it here and there during the week. It's funny how 2 more inches really just changes it for me. This is 2 different pumpkin patches, 2 different activities, like a fall walk, pumpkin. We didn't carve a pumpkin. We just decorated the outsides and roasted the seeds. And then this is a different pumpkin patch here. We did different things. We rode the camels. It's just such a lopsy ride. Anyway, pretty simple, but again, I was just getting stuck a lot. All right, then I have this beautiful 12x12 layout, which is also scrap lifted from Shamel. She had 2 photos. I just had this one, I think it's like a 4x4 it looks like. I want to say this is kind of the same. The layering is very similar, but I know my 3 clusters are a little different, which is fine. I'm scraplooking her. I'm not doing a complete copy. I know she had a 49th in the market from Vicky Wooten paper, so there's already mixed media printed on it, right? And I kind of had to ink my edges and make them dark to give it that distressed look. Horse paper, that's from Market Square from Maggie Holmes. I just love this whole layout, the way it turned out. And this is one I didn't get to. This was me and my sister at a Maverick City concert. When I think of concerts, I think of crepe paper shine. This one's bright and cheery. This is Pink Fresh Studio. You could tell it's so fresh for a fall collection. Fits perfectly because this is when we lived in South Texas and there's not really fall there. It just kind of stays summer still. Lots of little photos. Love the way he's just posing for us. He looks so little there. Looks like a little boy. Now he looks like a teenager. I used a lot of my jelly rolls, which I'm like loving right now. It takes me back to middle school days. In the back, I absolutely love the way this turned out. This is Simple Stories Book Fair. I shared stories of this on my Instagram, but I really should take a whole shot and post it up there. This I really enjoyed creating with this collection. It's all about like starting school and some milestones that we hit with my oldest. She's reading, her first tooth comes out. My husband actually did sign her up for Book It. That's still going on in South Texas. Me lesson planning, getting the whole room ready for the school year, first day of first grade. It's just the perfect collection for that season. This I did have a process video of. This is using Pink Fresh Studio. Pretty simple and easy to do. Did this in a flat 30 minutes or less. And then in the back is my cousin's wedding in September, again using that Pink Fresh Studio line. It just is so elegant. Now I had already made this background with these pieces of paper. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I changed my mind and used something else for a different photo, but I still had this background piece made, and so I just stuck my photos and started to embellish. And I've never really used paper clips or anything with metal in my scrapbooking because I don't know if it'll rust over time. We shall see. Love the florals from that line. Then they have like buttons. They also came out with planner stickers from that line. Okay, and then this is not fall, but I did do this at like the first weeks of fall, so I still had some little bit of summer out. And this was an unplanned grab 5. I just had ephemera, stickers with some clear stickers, paper, gems, and spritz. That's all I used on this layout. You don't know what I'm talking about. That comes from Adele Inky Quill here on YouTube, and you basically grab 5 things from your stash and you create a layout or a pocket page, anything, card, anything, with just those 5 products. And so that's what I did with this layout, and this layout was actually really fun, easy, non-stressful. Not that scrapbooking is stressful, it takes more time. Okay, how could I use the enamel dots? How could I use the puffy stickers? How could I use the die cuts? How could I use the alphas, you know, and so on and so on. But when I just have 5 things, it's just like boom, 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 and we're done. I just really like matching my papers also to my photos. So cute. And then this is a scrap lip from Gloria's Scrap and Learn that we did in May. I basically pretty much did the same techniques. I got a border paper, so there's nothing here. It was just blank space, and I fussy cut around it. That's what we did in the class. Made it into a frame, and then she had florals tucked in, and that's what I did here too. And then her photo was kind of centered here, I think. I can't remember where the title was, but anyway, so very similar right? She had little clusters here, kind of did the same thing. I love this layout, and so I can see myself pretty much just doing this for every single border paper that I get. I don't really know what to do with them, and this gives me a great idea. Plus I use a lot more paper, so I use 2 papers here too, 3, because I had to fussy cut that floral. And there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 layouts for fall scrapping. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one.